What up, y'all, and welcome to another episode of Posting Every Day Until I Become Monetized. My name is Jen, and I try to inspire people by just getting through life. Happy Tuesday. Let's get into today's topic, manifestation. Now, I know I've touched on this before, but I want to share a quick story of how I might have most likely missed the opportunity to manifest something that I really wanted. So, I really wanted to move into these houses that were for rent, that were near my people, and they were bigger property, and they're absolutely beautiful. They were brand new, and God kept waking me out of my sleep, and I kept getting this vision of me going over to the property and having a glass jar or some type of small glass container while they were doing construction, and scooping up the red clay and putting it into this jar, taking it home with me and placing it on my entertainment center in my front room, which is the focal point of my front room when you walk into my apartment. I never did that, but that dream kept waking me up out of my sleep, and I never ever did it. I felt like, oh, this is silly. Oh, I don't deserve to live there. Oh, I'm never going to have a place that nice. Oh, I'm never going to have the money to do it. But here's the thing. God kept telling me to do something, and I was disobedient, and I kind of blew it off. So, months later, I went to actually look at the property, and there were no more available. And also, the rent for those houses was over $2,000. So in my mind, I was like, see, that's why I didn't do it, because I couldn't get it anyway. But what would have been the harm of me going and doing that? Yeah, it might have sounded silly. Yeah, I might have looked a little bit crazy, but I wouldn't have been hurting anybody. And I felt like me putting that jar of clay, because down here we got red clay in Georgia, on my entertainment center would have made me more focused. Looking back, I realized maybe it wasn't just about that particular property, but it was about me elevating my life. And so that every day when I came into my apartment, that would have been the first thing I saw. Every day when I got ready to leave my apartment, that would have been the last thing I saw. So I would have been more focused on trying to elevate and get to a place where I could move into a better situation for my kids and I. Okay? So now, fast forward a couple of years, I have been dreaming about these two different apartments, okay? And the other night, once again, I was waking up out of my sleep, dealing with this apartment that we're actually going to look at right now. And I kept trying to blow it off and go back to sleep. And then it got to the point where I got up and I was Googling the apartments, and I was doing the little virtual tours online, and I was looking at it, and then I was looking at the price tag, and I was like, ooh, that's a little steep. I don't know if I can swing that, because it's more than where I live now. It costs more than where I live now. But here's the thing. I don't know how. I don't know when. But I have a feeling that somehow, some way, I'm going to get into this space. And because, once again, I've been woke up out my sleep with thoughts and dreams and visions of me and my kids being in this space, I'm going to be obedient this time, and I am on my way to go tour these apartments. I'm going to be honest with you guys, honest truth, I cannot afford these apartments right now. They are a couple $100s above my budget. I am just now back to full-time work after having a foot injury and being out of work for a year. So, I do not know how this is going to manifest. But, I'm not looking at the how. I'm not looking at the why. I'm just looking at, I had another dream about it. It woke me up out of my sleep. It's been consistently waking me up out of my sleep. So, I'm going to go check into it. Manifestation is really about blind faith. Now, manifestation is like the buzzword nowadays on social media, and everybody wants to, manifest and meditate and this and other. Really, to be honest with you, all that is prayer. When you're manifesting something, you're really praying about it, right? When you're meditating on something, you're focusing your mind on something. And for me, all of that is prayer. Anytime I wanted something in life, I have prayed about it. And I guess that's my way of true manifestation. But manifestation also has to do with blind faith. It really has to do with blind faith. It really has to do with you sometimes being crazy enough to believe that you can achieve something that you never thought you could. Being crazy enough to believe that you can get to a point in your life or get to a certain status or just different things that you never ever thought you could. So I'm crazy enough to believe that me and my kids can move into this apartment. Like I said, I don't know how, but I'm believing God for it. And every time in my life I have believed God for, whether it be healing, whether it be for financial gain, whether it be for a job, a new car, anything, somehow, some way, it has happened. And a lot of times I can't explain it. I don't understand it, but I just gotta rock with it. So I'm gonna rock with this too, and I'm gonna keep y'all updated. But let me know, what have you had blind faith? What kind of situations that have you had blind faith in, or what have you manifested that came true? And also let me know down in the comments, what were some of the quote-unquote crazy things you did to help you manifest it? Like maybe God told you to do a certain thing and it didn't make sense at that particular time, but you did it anyway. Let me know what that is down in the comments. If you made it to the end of this video, I thank you and I love you for real. Thank you to all my amazing supporters, those of you who comment, like, keep coming back, checking in, and sharing your stories. I really want a community of people that share their stories. I don't want a community of yes men, but I do want a community of people that we can respectfully share, grow, elevate, and see different points of view. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because I promise you will love it here. Thank you so much, and I'll see y'all later.